across mid-Missouri. This is KRCG 13, live at 10.
Good evening. Governor Parsons says the COVID-19 curve in Missouri continues to slow and flatten. The statewide total for positive cases today rose by less than 200 to 6,137. However, the number of deaths rose by 19 to 208. That ties the largest single-day jump on record. Parsons still plans to reopen most of the state for business on May 4th. State Health Director Dr. Randall Williams says rapid testing is beginning to be mobilized throughout the state. Williams says it's part of a strategy to box in cases in hot spots, which then could lead to more effective tracing. One of two rural counties with the highest per capita infection rates in the entire state, Montauk County now reports 55 active and probable cases of COVID-19. Burger's Smokehouse in California will suspend all production operations following a spike of positive cases among its staff. KRCG 13's Noah Brown joins us live from his home with more.
That's right, Kermit. Burgers has been facing an uphill battle all of last week as it has seen a quick and drastic rise in how many of its staffers have caught the coronavirus.
A company press release said 21 of its employees tested positive for the coronavirus. This comes less than a week after officials announced a temporary week-long closure last week to conduct an internal investigation after 3 employees tested positive on April 15th. The release said the company is still doing limited shipping during the closure. The USDA has said there is no current evidence to suggest that the coronavirus can be spread through food, and CDC officials have repeatedly said the virus travels most efficiently through water droplets in breath. Burgers is planning to resume production on April 30th, and all employees will be paid during the stoppage. Montauk County Health Department said there are 55 active cases in the county as of Tuesday evening, and they're monitoring an additional 90 people. The county doesn't have a testing facility. Instead, it sends people with coronavirus-like symptoms to the medical facility of their choosing, such as MU Healthcare or Capital Region Medical Center. When the hospital reports its data to the state, a patient's address is also included, which allows the state to determine in which county a positive case was found. A spokesperson for the department said just because they are monitoring around 150 people doesn't mean all of them necessarily have to be tested.
Part of our interview process and investigational process that we're doing, we try to ascertain whether they're at risk or not, and based on the degree of exposure, we may make a recommendation for them to be tested, or we may just make a recommendation that they monitor their symptoms and to see how that they're going to progress.
I reached out to Burgers earlier this afternoon, but they declined further comment beyond what they said in their original press release. Kermit, back to you.
Apparently, meat processing plants across the country have become breeding grounds for COVID-19, and many have closed. There are 2 types of processed meat. So-called boxed meat is found at grocery stores. Locally raised meat often gets sold directly at those smaller processing plants. One local processor says beef is hard to find, and beef prices have increased between 30 cents and $1, depending on the cut.
Buying pork bellies and then hamburger, ground beef materials, it's going to hurt because it's going to be hard to come by. It's starting to get back that way now. Pork has not been a problem, but it will be with all these pork plants closing down.
Crane says business is booming there in Ashland. He offers only curbside delivery. A USDA Food Safety and Inspection Service spokesperson says COVID-19 is not transmitted through food processing or food packing. A cloudy day has led to a rainy evening across central Missouri. Zach Paul, can we expect conditions to get wetter tonight before they get drier?
Yeah, I think we are going to find a little bit more of this widespread rain moving in. The rain has cooled things down evenly across the board, finding everyone here in the 50s at 10 o'clock. As far as that rain, it has slowly been moving into the area. It hasn't been real heavy in most spots, but that has changed within the last hour or so down around the Lake of the Ozarks. Parts of Camden County and southern Miller County and Pulaski County and even south of Rollo there for Phelps County, we are finding some more moderate rain falling, and again, that's going to continue to spread a little bit more to the north. I do think the heaviest rain is all going to stay south of Highway 50, and that little axis that we're seeing, that moderate rain now, I think that's where most of that's going to fall, and you can see that is right now stretching from about the lake area to the southeast, while we're still finding some more light showers north of there. So overnight, we'll really find some of these scattered showers. Isolated thunderstorms will be possible, although thunder is not likely. Temperatures, though, aren't going to move much. Looking for the low to mid 50s tomorrow morning. We'll dry out as we look ahead to your Thursday, but that's not the last round of rain I think we'll find this week. I'll time out the next round, plus show you how much rain you can expect ahead in your forecast.
A California professor of international law says Missouri Attorney General Eric Schmidt is in rough water with his lawsuit against China. Schmidt says China must be held accountable for hiding the pandemic from the rest of the world until it essentially was out of control.
They covered up information, destroyed tests, silenced whistleblowers, untold human suffering, an economic impact that is immeasurable at this point. I mean, people losing their jobs, record unemployment claims. So this lawsuit's all about holding the Chinese government accountable for their actions.
The suit seeks relief on claims of public nuisance, dangerous activity, and breach of duty. One expert on international law says sovereign immunity protections against one country being sued in another country's courts generally are bedrock.
So why file the suit? Well, there could be a couple of reasons. One would be if you don't trust the processes that are already in play to find out what happened in China and to try to secure some sort of redress.
Schmidt says his staff researched the sovereign immunity standard thoroughly, and he insists there are exceptions which the suit addresses. China has called the suit absurd. A foreign ministry spokesman said it has, quote, no factual or legal basis at all. The Missouri Democratic Party called it a political stunt in an election year. President Trump tonight says he disagrees strongly with Georgia governor who plans to reopen parts of his state's economy by the end of the week. And the White House task force is pushing hard for people to get flu shots this year. Sinclair chief political correspondent Scott Thuman explains.
The president has often touted his decision to halt flights from China and Europe as moves to save lives. Now he's stopping immigration, he argues, to save jobs.
This will ensure that unemployed Americans of all backgrounds will be first in line for jobs as our economy reopens.
The executive order creates a 60-day pause for people seeking permanent residency or green cards, though won't affect those entering on a temporary basis like farm workers. At the same time, the State Department announced the U.S. is providing another $270 million to countries around the world to help fight the virus. That's $775 million since the crisis began, believing a healthier world means a healthier United States. Regarding a second wave of infections, officials tried to dispel news reports it could be much worse.
Next fall and winter, we are going to have two viruses circulating, and we're going to have to distinguish between which is flu and which is the coronavirus. And so the comment that I made, it's more difficult. Doesn't mean it's going to be more impossible.
Containment now, though, could be more difficult, they say, due to decisions like in Georgia, where the governor is reopening spas, hair salons, and tattoo parlors.
I disagree strongly. Would I do that? No. I'd keep them a little longer. I want to protect people's lives.
Going ahead and leapfrogging into phases where you should not be, I would advise him as a health official and as a physician not to do that.
That's why tonight the task force made a strong push for everyone to get their flu shots this year, saying that combined with monitoring for coronavirus will be crucial. In Washington, I'm Scott Thuman.
SSM Health Medical Group today announced that organization plans to close various clinics and pharmacies in the mid-Missouri area in the coming months. KRCG 13's Gladys Bautista is live with us tonight. Gladys, you learned this might have some implications for people living in these areas?
And 2 retail pharmacies. But the thing is, in many of these areas where these clinics are, it's a far way to another SSM clinic. An SSM Health representative tells us the Fulton Family Medicine and Walk-In Clinic will be closing April 30th. The Vandalia Family Medicine Clinic will be closing May 29th. The Jefferson City Occupational Medicine Clinic is closing August 28th, and the Versailles Family Medicine Clinic is expected to close by mid-September. The company's retail pharmacy in Tipton on April 30th and the one in Holt Summit is expected to close late next month. Now, these
Having some technical problems there. Social distancing has made it difficult for one service organization to interact with their young clients. Still ahead, how Big Brothers Big Sisters in Jefferson City works to stay connected. Plus, on this Earth Day, how social distancing could be beneficial for the environment.
And temperatures pretty close to the average today. 45 our low, 70 our high. Officially, it's been dry, but some of you are seeing some rain. And we'll find more rain across the area as we head into your overnight hours. Your forecast later in this newscast.
Make sure to catch Motivate Your Monday every Monday to start the week off with your best foot forward. And also get a little motivation to be your best.
Every Monday at 6 a.m. Sponsored by American Shaman.
Military kids overseas asked to take crucial exams in the middle of the night.
I'm Josie Sturman for Spotlight on America.
How the coronavirus is changing advanced placement tests and the fight to fix it.
Tomorrow on KRCG 13 Live at 10.
Earn a 25-cent Hy-Vee fuel saver for every $50 you spend. That's a 25-cent fuel saver this Friday and Saturday. Only at Hy-Vee.
Recent storms damaged nearly all homes in the Jefferson City metro. All States Restoration is here to help you. With over 30 years in residential and commercial roofing, we've got you covered. Our team knows how to deal with all insurance companies to get your damages paid for properly. And we use licensed and insured subcontractors. Check us out online at onegreatroof.com or call us at 573-418-1333. All States Restoration, 573-418-1333.
Everyone wants to be a somebody. Important. Needed. Definitely not talking about celebrities here. The opposite. The otherwise unnamed, underappreciated essential workers. The nurses, utility workers, biomedical engineers, and more. The kind of workers State Tech will train you to be. State Tech alumni are helping keep the country running every single day, especially through hard times like these. From the classroom to your career, State Tech is the employer's choice.
Earn a 25-cent Hy-Vee fuel saver for every $50 you spend. That's a 25-cent fuel saver this Friday and Saturday. Only at Hy-Vee.
Mid-Missouri, your neighbor needs you. Go to krcgtv.com to see how you can help. KRCG 13, Sinclair Cares and the Salvation Army, Your Neighbor Needs You campaign.
Big Brothers Big Sisters programs provide children who face adversity with mentors. While the coronavirus has eliminated the typical in-person connections, local chapters are working to keep the relationships strong. KRCG 13's Ashley Eddy has talked to the director of the Jefferson City chapter. Ashley?
Kermit, the director, tells me the littles really rely on their bigs, especially during this time. That's why they are asking for the bigs to try to become creative. Lee Kernern-Shield, the Jefferson City Big Brothers Big Sisters program director, says for bigs in the community program who usually see their littles in person, to replace that interaction with phone calls or FaceTimes. And for the bigs who are involved in going to see kids at schools, they encourage them to write letters or mail a coloring book, an activity they would normally do at school. Kernern-Shield says they always need volunteers, but especially right now, so that when things return to normal, they will be ready to connect bigs with the around 40 littles that are on the wait list.
Our national office actually has enabled us to be able to video screen volunteers. Normally it's a face-to-face interview, but we're able to do that as well, to set up a Skype meeting or even a FaceTime interview.
And she says they also look out for the littles' families as a whole. For more on how you can get involved with the program, check our website, krcgtv.com. Kermit, back to you.
If there is any upside to this pandemic, it could be cleaner air and water. KRCG 13's Jessica Hart looked into how the decrease in human activity has affected air quality in Missouri.
First of all, happy Earth Day, Kermit. I know you can't go to the beach after work, but you can go for a walk and enjoy some cleaner air. 2 weeks ago, a NASA satellite showed a 30% drop in air pollution over the northeast region of the United States. NASA states similar reductions in air pollution have been observed around the globe. John Hickey of the Sierra Club says the overall air quality in Missouri is cleaner because of the decrease in human activity. Hickey says Missouri typically has dirtier air because the Show Me State is coal dependent. He says when it comes to COVID-19, Missouri's cleaner air is a plus.
People infected with the coronavirus are more likely to die if they live in areas with bad air pollution, because breathing that bad air compromises their respiratory system, which is exactly what COVID-19 attacks. And when you add air pollution plus the virus, you have more people who will die.
Hickey says the decrease in emissions comes from diesel-fueled engines and coal-fired power plants. There has not been a decrease in carbon dioxide emissions, but Hickey says the overall air quality is cleaner. The Missouri Department of Natural Resources directed us to their website for details, as well as the Departments of Health and Transportation.
One important non-coronavirus development today, Governor Mike Parson has granted clemency to a Columbia man released from prison 2 years ago, but ordered back under a change in Missouri's criminal code. Demetrius Wood spent 10 years behind bars. He was sentenced in 2007 under a statute that was later repealed by the legislature. A circuit judge ordered retroactive application of that repeal, which led to Wood's release under parole supervision. The Missouri Supreme Court then ruled the repeal should not have been applied to the Woods case. Citing model behavior on the outside, Governor Parson commuted the remainder of Wood's sentence to house arrest.
Well, we're finding a little light rain across parts of the area, some heavier showers elsewhere. We're going to find a lot more of this rain as we head into your overnight hours. I'll show you how much is possible and when we dry out in your forecast next.
Thank you, healthcare professionals, for all you are doing.
Experience the high-quality Skag Liberty Z zero-turn mower, the best for the pro at home. Now get a 61-inch Skag Liberty Z with 0% financing with approved credit or $49.99 cash sale price for a limited time at your local Skag dealer. Visit myskagdealer.com.
I had to pack up all my things. I had to leave my home. And I never knew where I was going next. It felt like I never even had a say. But then you came along.
Change a child's story. There's a child in foster care waiting for a volunteer like you. Learn how you can help at casaforchildren.org.
When was the last time you looked at Central Bank? We mean really looked at what's possible when you combine leading-edge technology with a bank who can make important decisions locally and who can help you turn what's possible into what's real. Take a new look at the world of possibilities with Central Bank. Strong roots, endless possibilities.
You might be stuck at home, but the KRCG 13 Weather Authority app has you covered wherever home may be. See what's going on for the rest of the day or even the rest of the week. And with FutureCast technology, it's in your hands so you'll never be caught off guard. Download the free app today.
And now, your KRCG 13 Weather Authority forecast.
widespread showers overnight tonight. Some of that continuing into the morning tomorrow. We'll start the day off with temperatures in the 50s. And really, we'll find, I think, a few of these even isolated showers through the middle part of the afternoon. Temperatures will be slow to warm tomorrow as we'll find cloud cover into the early afternoon. Temperatures there into the upper 60s. Also looking, could be a bit breezy tomorrow with winds out of the north 10 to 15 miles per hour. Now, as far as those rain chances, again, it's all front loaded to the first part of the day. Still very widespread by 6, 7 o'clock. By 8 o'clock, we're starting to find that taper off, where we'll find a few scattered showers through the lunch hour and then really begins to taper off into the afternoon. Right now, we're finding temperatures here in the 50s. 56 Moberly, same temperature right now in Columbia. 58 Jefferson City in the lake area right now at 54 degrees. Rain showers have been moving across the area here through your evening. Most of it's been light, but there have been a few spots of some heavier showers. Max 13 radar showing those heavier showers now around the lake area, south of Osage Beach and Lake Ozark through Camdenton. And then that heads east over into Pulaski County. So we're finding some of that out near the Dixon area and even out towards Rolla, finding some of those moderate showers. Again, light rain showers to the north of there, and a few of you only just maybe enough to wet the pavement. That's where those heavier showers are at right now. Again, most of us won't find that moderate rain overnight, and that's the best area there where I think we'll find that heaviest axis of rain and that possibility for a rumble of thunder here tonight. That area low pressure that's bringing us the rain still across Oklahoma and Arkansas, that continues to push off to the east. They've had a lot of severe weather down there tonight. Luckily, we've not had any of that severe weather, but we have had some rain showers, and we could use, and we really do need, a little bit of rain across the area. So Futurecast does a great job picking up on the axis of that heavier rain and shows us where that lighter rain is at. Continuing with that overnight, notice by about 7 o'clock, most of us starting to see that rain taper off. And that really continues even as we go through the late morning. By the afternoon, the rain is out of here. Clouds begin to thin out. And I think we're going to see a few peaks of some sunshine into the afternoon on Thursday. And that'll allow for a pretty decent start even to your Friday morning. I think we'll see a few peaks of sunshine to start your Friday, with more showers developing towards Friday afternoon, even a few thunderstorms possible Friday afternoon as well. In the meantime, rainfall from tonight, for again, most of us, that heaviest axis south of Highway 50, higher totals closer to an inch. Lesser totals, maybe a trace of an inch to just a few hundredths of an inch. More rain again on Friday. That'll taper off as we get into your Saturday morning behind that cold front. Will dry out, though, by Saturday afternoon and evening, allowing for a dry day on Sunday. Sunshine pops back out. We'll start to find some more 70-degree days next week.
Looks like spring. More time for fishing means more pictures for Rod's Big Old Fish. And some Mizzou football Tigers hope for the chance to play in the NFL. When we continue, Rod Smith looks ahead to draft night.
Understanding the world begins with the right questions.
What can voters expect to see today?
CBS This Morning.
We asked real customers what they really love about Spectrum Internet and TV.
Spectrum Internet has the fastest speeds for everything I do.
There is no turning wheel. It's immediate.
Spectrum is the fastest. Bam.
Get the fastest download speeds with the most reliable performance with Spectrum Internet, delivering starting speeds of 100 megabits. That's more than enough for all your devices for $44.99 a month. Call 833-906-4499.
I can't get over how much on-demand Spectrum has. I can literally watch a new movie every night.
I got all my shows, and he's got all his shows.
With the Spectrum TV app, I can watch live TV anywhere. It's perfect.
Add Spectrum TV and enjoy more free HD and more free on-demand. Plus, use the Spectrum TV app to watch live TV on the go, all from $44.99 a month. Call 833-906-4499.
The fact that they don't have contracts, that says a lot about their service.
Get Spectrum Internet and TV from $44.99 a month each with no contracts. Install Spectrum services yourself. Get a self-installation kit shipped right to your home. Call 833-906-4499.
From Keeper Law Office, thank you to everyone putting yourselves on the front lines to keep us safe and provide us with our everyday needs. To those working in retail, healthcare, law enforcement, and manufacturing, we know you're working longer and harder in even more stressful and dangerous environments. You're tired, worried, and more prone to injury. Often these injuries are emotional, but just as real and painful. We've always fought for the hard-working people of Missouri, and we're here for you.
Attitude is built into every bad boy mower that comes off this line.
We don't just outmow the competition, we outlast them. Bad boys are built heavier than they have to be to last a lifetime. Combine our revolutionary off-road 3-link suspension system, all-steel construction, and legendary bad boy power. And now 0% for 60 months? Are you kidding me? We never stop working to give you more innovation, more performance, more fun.
Bad boy, mow with an attitude.
Toyota's family stretches to every corner of this country. So you can trust us to be here for you as we remain committed to supporting our community. Because the Toyota family is stronger together. This is our pledge. We are here for you now and in all the better days ahead. Our sales and service centers are open and here for you. Ride safe. Toyota.
When life happens, live protected.
Need information on COVID-19? Go to krcgtv.com.
Dear Midwest, we consider you all family, and we'll be here for you through thick and thin, same as we always have been. Be well, Toyota.
Finally, we have a big national sports story to talk about. No games, but the NFL draft will go on as scheduled beginning tomorrow. 3 days. Last year, it was the Drew Lock watch for Mizzou fans. Not quite the Tiger buzz this year, but a few Missouri players could get drafted. Defensive lineman Jordan Elliott projected by some as a possible second or third round pick. The 6'4", 300-pound defensive tackle spent 3 years at Missouri. Picked up 16.5 tackles for loss in 26 games. Second team All-American last season, could be a top 50 pick in the draft. Missouri tight end Albert Okwuegbunam is a bit of a mystery. Could go third or likely a fourth round, according to projections. Albert O hauled in 11 touchdown catches as a freshman, showed glimpse of greatness in 3 seasons. He ended up with 23 TD receptions. Other Tigers that could get the call in the 3-day 7-round draft: Mizzou offensive lineman Tristan Colon Castillo, Yasir Durant, and Trevor Wallace Sims. Also defensive back Marcus Acey and linebacker Cale Garrett. And the Kansas City Chiefs have the last pick in the first round. That's what you get for winning the Super Bowl. Pick number 32. It will be a long wait for KC tomorrow night. This will also be an interesting draft, as KRCG 13's Kevin Ryans reports something like we've never seen before.
One of the biggest weekends in the NFL is getting a major facelift this season due to COVID-19. Instead of Roger Goodell announcing the names of draft picks on a podium to a large crowd of fans,
the San Francisco 49ers select.
He'll be doing it from the basement at his home. The 2020 draft going virtual for the first time.
I think you're going to probably see quite a few people tune in tomorrow night just because of all the things, like you said, with Zoom and, virtual, where you can, watch.
With the first pick in the 2020 WNBA draft, the New York Liberty select Sabrina Ionescu.
The NFL was not the first league to alter its draft this season. The WNBA just finished having their virtual draft last week. Preparing for this massive technological event, team executives all around the league turning rooms in their houses into draft war rooms. George Young of KFRU in Columbia says the magic might be in the technological mistakes.
I'm really interested from a lot of different aspects, not the least of which is watching which owner or GM messes up the technical side of things. It's going to be fascinating 3 days.
The suits, the jerseys, and the excited fans and draftees might have been taken away for a year, but there is still plenty of excitement for Thursday night.
I mean, at least we get to watch sports on television, you know what I mean? I think this is going to be cool.
Keeping up the optimism for a cherished weekend. Kevin Ryans, KRCG 13.
Thank you, Kevin. This should be interesting. Draft begins 7 o'clock tomorrow night with round 1. Friday, rounds 2 and 3. The rest of the 7 rounds on Saturday. We continue to salute our high school class of 2020 here in mid-Missouri. Senior Braden Hickey from Russellville, a member of the Indians baseball team, also runs track. Solid student, 3.53 grade point average. Braden will attend Mizzou this fall. And from Elias Catholic High School, Maddie Mueller. She was set to be the senior captain on the Lady Crusaders soccer team, center defender. She's also an excellent student, perfect 4.0 GPA. She'll attend the University of Missouri going into the pre-med program. Congratulations to Maddie and Braden, top student athletes from our great class of 2020. Rod's Big Old Fish is brought to you by the Not Agency. One of the benefits of the stay-at-home order, a lot more time for fishing. We're getting a lot of pictures in. How about this nice crappie taken by Brian Canada from Columbia in a Boone County pond? Brian works for the Department of Conservation and says it's always a good day for fishing in Missouri. During this time, he says fishing is the ultimate social distancing activity. Cute picture of Ridley Rudroff from Rich Fountain, a memorable catch with Mom Megan and sister Greta watching on. Ridley reeled it in all by herself. Nice catfish from the family farm pond. Good teamwork here. The fishing Pfeiffers from Tebbets. That's Taylor and 2-year-old Lacey. And a big old 10-pound catfish taken at the Osage Bend family farm. Mom took the picture. Biggest catch of Lacey's fishing career so far. Almost as big as she is. And the biggest catch of the month so far goes to Donnie Christian. How about this 118-pound spoonbill? Donnie lives down at the Lake of the Ozarks, landed this mammoth fish back on Saturday, April 4th. More than big enough for Rod's Big Old Fish.
A recap of that forecast is next.
Fun to drive wherever you go. The first ever CRV hybrid with all-wheel drive standard. The best-selling CUV over the last decade now comes as a hybrid. From Honda.
Becoming a parent or parent again is a sweet adventure. From the first feed to the first night home, Whaley's Mommy and Me is here for you and your newest family member. Through free lactation consultations and a wide selection of breastfeeding and breast pump supplies, we're dedicated to supporting you on your breastfeeding journey. When sleep is hard to come by, we have safe products to soothe and comfort, like our award-winning movie Swaddle and You and the Dream Sheep Nightlight and Sound Machine. Through the highs and lows of baby's first years, Whaley's Mommy and Me is here. Thank you for letting us be a part of your village.
You don't think it'll happen to you twice. First, it was a fire. My agent was right there and helped me rebuild. Then the tornado destroyed everything, again. Both times, my independent agent and auto owners took care of me like someone takes care of family.
For whatever lies ahead, we're always there.
Not Agency is your local independent auto owner's insurance agency.
Widespread showers overnight tonight. They'll start to taper off as we get into the morning on Thursday. A little sunshine late in the day will help high temperatures get into the upper 60s. Another chance for some rain arrives on Friday, especially towards the afternoon. A trailing cold front will cool things down as we get into your Saturday. Once again, some lingering showers. Cooler temperatures on Saturdays with some sunshine in the afternoon. And dry for Sunday with sunshine in the mid-60s.
Tony, Megan, and Joe have Live at Sunrise beginning tomorrow morning at 4:30. We're over the hump. See you tomorrow.